Welcome everybody. In this class I would be giving you some basics in trigonometry, and this can be used by people or students who are pursuing trigonometry IGCSE, and also by students pursuing trigonometry for grade 9 and grade 10 and even grade 11, because it's going to be standard. So no matter whether you're doing grade 10 trigonometry or grade 11 trigonometry, or for that matter you're starting to learn trigonometry, the basics are going to be the same. It's not going to be changing at all. So having mentioned that, what I wish to do is I would like to start off by giving some important foundation for trigonometry. Okay, the first and foremost thing that you need to know is trigonometry is a composition of two words, trigono and metry. Trigono means triangles, metry means measurement. So you are basically dealing with triangle and its measure. So predominantly you are basically encountered with the right triangle. Of course, the reason that we call it as a right triangle is because of the fact that one of its angle is 90 degrees. Of course, in trigonometry you will also encounter other angles like isosceles angles, equilateral angles, acute angles, and so on and so forth. But the major angle that we are concerned here to start off is the right triangle, and sometimes it is also referred to as right triangle geometry. So apparently, the names keep fluctuating, and depending upon who's handling it, the names would take form. Now, without any much ado, let me give you the basics. So this is actually, I'm trying to make trigonometry easy. So let me draw the right triangle. So this is the right triangle. Make sure you are drawing the triangle at least close to what the right triangle should look like, and hence you need to have a rigid structure. So in this case, if I were to take this as O and this point as A and this point as B, this is going to be 90 degrees. This measure is going to be theta. Now theta is a Greek letter, and it is claimed that trigonometry is a Greek word. If it is a Greek word, it is fine. So to start off, we are looking at the basic three functions in trigonometry. In other words, if someone were to ask you, what are the three functions in trigonometry, or which are the three functions in trigonometry, you should immediately say the functions are sine, cos, and tan. Now all of these are actually called as ratios. In other words, they represent a ratio of the right triangle, and that is the reason that these functions are also called as right triangle ratios. So having mentioned that, so before we could assign values, we need to name the sides. So the first side that is opposite to theta, this is called as the name suggests, this is called as the opposite side. And the side on which theta is resting, this is called as the adjacent side. And the inclined side is called as hypotenuse. Right? Now, as I mentioned to you, the three main functions, the sine, the cos, and the tan, to be as trigonometric ratios. We have sine theta to carry the following representation, which is nothing but opposite side over hypotenuse side. And cos theta is adjacent side over hypotenuse side. And tan theta is opposite side over adjacent side. Now there is a short form to remember this, and I'm going to show you that. Sometimes it might get confused, but let me give you the short form, or I should say a brief way by which you can identify the ratios. Now you see a S there, take that S there. Now you see the O there, place the O. You see the H there, place the H. Okay, so, okay, followed by, you see the C there, place the C. You see the A there, place the A. You see the H there, place the H. Next, coming to this quantity, you see the T there, place the T. You see the O there, place the O. You see the A here, place the A. So, ka, to. Right? So you can sing a song, maybe sokato, sokato, soka-ato, like that. Okay? So you can coin a song if you have difficulty in recollecting or remembering the formula. Another way, always remember, the side that is facing theta is always called as the opposite side. Once you get the opposite side, adjacent side is just a cakewalk, right? The side that is below the opposite side is going to be adjacent side. So once you get this, it's easy to write that adjacent side and then followed by the hypotenuse. So the very first basics is to know the ratios sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Thank you, students.